straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
On the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it.
Trevion Henderson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cam Little, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Think right open.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 45-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And Watson has it right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Hey, Lion. Hey,
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
hey, let's go. There we go.
Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Go. Red on red. Hey, Silco, high.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Go.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
222.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete. Intended for his wideout.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Fields. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Danny Gray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. They decide now to go for 2 after the penalty. The ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Open man. That's too slow. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
First down, Seattle.
13, Luke. Hey, I'm gone.
Now Lawrence. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Second and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Hey.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Dick.
Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, James, attack.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he's got to slow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
13, Luke. Sink right. Go. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's to Omarion Hampton out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets it 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And got his man complete. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Seahawks 6. Cam Little to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
24.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They go play action with Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Hey, go! Take right over.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Same right. Hey, Soko, Sahat. Here we go, Sahat.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Right side to Watson. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
13,
Lawrence will throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks use the short field to get in for 6. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll find McMillan here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Fields. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Fields. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2.
Here we go.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, Jason, time. Same right.
Here's Lawrence. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Play action. It's Fields. This is taken in by McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Henderson running straight ahead. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Fields. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now it's Fields. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. from the 25. Here's second down in the yard.
At the 25-yard line.
Off play action. Fields. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down and goal to go.
Here we go. 3:31.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
11.
Fields now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 6 yards away. And the Rams add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to